I lost it. Last seen.
In the dark of night, two vehicles were speeding down Interstate 475 at over 100 miles per hour. The reason the Hellcat appears white in this footage is because the pilot is using a forward-looking infrared, or FLIR, camera to track the car. For those who don't know, an infrared camera detects the heat that a person or object gives off. The Hellcat has been consistently traveling at a high speed, from the racing to being chased. As a result, the car's wheels have become very hot, hence why it's glowing whiter than the cars around it.
Bro, I never knew that. So it's like thermal. That's like thermal, but for a car. That's why it look white.
This is a lucky break for the officers, since this makes the...
So like this the highest part of the car. Everything you see white got heat. See, look at this truck right here, bro. You see that truck? You see how the front of it? That's what the engine at, bro.
One of the cars, a Dodge Challenger Hellcat, surely knew he could easily outrun the officer. So, he did just that. Seeing the approaching police vehicle, the driver took off at astonishing speed. Once the police cruiser was out of sight, the driver thought he and his car had accomplished an easy getaway. The Hellcat continued to cruise the streets, not knowing that the officer wasn't his main concern. His biggest problem was actually up in the air above him.
Hellcat outrun cops and police helicopter in insane chase. Oh hell yeah! We gotta watch this, my friend.
I lost it. Last seen northbound near the lake. I'm not sure which one it is, just north of Addison Road.
Running from the police isn't an uncommon offense, especially amongst people who have warrants or who get caught breaking the law. In that case, backup is usually called and the squad of officers either hunts the car down or traps it. Standard procedure. But what do the police do when the car they're chasing can't be caught? That's an issue that the officers of Flint, Michigan are about to face right now when they come up against a Dodge Challenger Hellcat going 150 miles per hour, resulting in an intense police chase.
Woo-hoo! Ready to watch this, boy!
On August 17th, 2022, an officer of the Grand Blanc Township Police Department was patrolling his corner of Flint, Michigan, when he witnessed a highly dangerous situation taking place. In the dark of night, two vehicles were speeding down Interstate 475 at over 100 miles per hour. From the way the two cars were accelerating, it seems like...
Yeah, they were racing. I was just finna say something. They were racing, bro.
Like they were allegedly racing. The officer turned on his lights and siren and attempted to apprehend and stop the vehicles.
Hold on, I just want to say now, before I even see what's gonna happen, bro. They racing on that side of the street, which means they going the opposite way. The cop is still on this side of the street right here. So I feel like, dude, they ain't Hellcats, bro. So they should get a good head start, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
One of the cars, a Dodge Challenger Hellcat, surely knew he could easily outrun the officer. So he did just that. Seeing the approaching police vehicle, the driver took off at astonishing speed. Once the police cruiser was out of sight, the driver thought he and his car had accomplished an easy getaway. The Hellcat continued to cruise the streets, not knowing that the officer wasn't his main concern. His biggest problem was actually up in the air above him.
They had a chop on his ass, gang! Holy fuck!
Challenger took off on me, going at least 130 right now. He's coming under Bristol Road.
It quickly became apparent that the Hellcat wouldn't be caught on the ground. So the Grand Blanc Township Police Department made a snap decision. They solicited the help of the Michigan State Police, who dispatched a police helicopter just seconds after receiving the call.
I lost it. Last seen northbound near the lake. I'm not sure which one it is, just north of Addison Road.
We got him coming through.
But no way he getting off on a chopper.
It's dark color, that's all I can tell you.
The reason the Hellcat appears white in this footage is because the pilot is using a forward-looking infrared, or FLIR, camera to track the car. For those who don't know, an infrared camera detects the heat that a person or object gives off. The Hellcat has been consistently traveling at a high speed, from the racing to being chased. As a result, the car's wheels have become very hot, hence why it's glowing whiter than the cars around it.
Bro, I never knew that. So it's like thermal. That's like thermal, but for a car. That's why it look white.
This is a lucky break for the officers, since this makes the...
So like this the highest part of the car. Everything you see white got heat. See, look at this truck right here, bro. You see that truck? You see how the front of it? That's what the engine at, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Their targets stick out like a sore thumb.
Did up
That motherfucker like he got flames from out there, be like a Hot Wheels car, bro.
swerved around some vehicles, still driving extremely
Hey, my name on Kick MUNEYMANE. Like MUNEYMANE just playing. I don't got a profile picture yet.
Well, not nobody.
I got like 7 followers on Kick. This my first time even on Kick, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Should be in his trunk. You can't either. No way you can see the scrambling car.
According to the speedometer in the upper right-hand corner of the monitor, the helicopter had to reach a speed of almost 150 miles per hour to keep up with the performance car.
Damn! Bro! A helicopter gotta reach 150? A helicopter! The helicopter going 150 in the air. Imagine how fast that motherfucker going down there.
As it sped down the highway, if an unobstructed flying craft had to fly that fast to keep pace, one can imagine how fast the Hellcat must have been going on.
I just said that! I just said this, bro! I just said that! You know, God, I never watched this video before. On God. Right here on the bottom, I never watched this video before.
On the ground.
Shove it.
One can imagine how fast the Hellcat must have been going on the ground.
Chavez now, and then up to Robert T.
They're exiting at Robert T.
And it looks like it's going to be an burnt orange Challenger with a.
He had to be flooring that hole.
Similar.
If a helicopter going that fast,
Robert T. That's my bad. On the
nigga, 150 in the air.
It's a gray Charger, black racing stripes. Completely wrong. Boulevard now, still westbound. Normal speeds about 40. Through James.
I don't think bro out running a chopper game.
Speeds. Slowing up here at Garland, making a southbound turn into the parking lot.
The helicopter in the sky is telling the police where to go. That's crazy. But you in a Hellcat, you can get away, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't like your ass in a Nissan. Your ass in a whole.
At its fastest point, the police cruiser was
going
71 miles per hour after the Hellcat. Even at that considerably high rate, 71 miles per hour after the Hellcat. At this point, the police cruiser was recorded going 71 miles per hour after the Hellcat. Even at that considerably high rate of speed, the Challenger was still going at least twice as fast as it sped out of sight.
Damn, that motherfucker running, bro.
Yeah, lost a tire at Bradley, southbound on Bradley. If we get some people in the area, he's just.
He driving that bit. He driving that bit, bro.
Judging by the homes and narrow streets, it appears that the Challenger has entered a suburb. He might be cutting through, or he might be attempting to flee by hiding in or around the houses. If he plans to do the latter, then that presents an entirely new set of problems for police.
Lincoln right now, northbound. It's going to be coming back up towards M21 here in a second. It's just.
Yeah, I would jump out that hole.
He's black.
I ain't lie. Bro, you got a chop on you, bro. What you gonna do, bro? Like, what you gonna do if you got a helicopter on you, bro? You can't do nothing unless you go like under a tunnel and but they gonna be watching from both angles, even if you in the tunnel, bro.
Pulling into an address right now on Lincoln.
Like 2 minutes left. We'll see what he gonna do.
Lincoln
He finna get out.
Driver's door is open. Lincoln, that's Lincoln in Chicago.
Oh God, taking off.
Driver's at the truck. Walked into an address next door, which I think is at Lincoln.
But the chopper got bro. Every move they see him.
And an SUV darked out further out. He's up in the house. And check that, not up in the house. He's walking around to the back.
Nah, hell no. I know he can hear that helicopter, bro.
And check that, not
He looked at it right here. He see the helicopter right here, bro.
up in the house. He's walking around to the backyard, just trying to avoid us underneath some trees. We get cars in the area. We can get a perimeter.
It's unclear why the suspect didn't enter the house. He pulled into the driveway and took his time getting out and walking away, as if he were somewhat comfortable being there. However, notice that his female passenger doesn't get out of the car. This could be his residence, or this could be the home of a complete stranger.
The driver is basically straight off that first patrol car and behind the house. I have lost him for the time being.
Hey, he finna get. He finna get caught, bro.
Perimeter.
The helicopter on him, bro.
And Cummings, please. That would work great.
Okay. Cars on scene, if you could sit tight, pull the perimeter. We got a dog around.
The purpose of a perimeter is to close the perpetrator in on all sides by blocking off all primary avenues of travel in the immediate area. If a potential escape route is left unpatrolled, the suspect can run off unseen. A perimeter can be especially important when a canine is brought to the scene,
get fucked, gang.
as some people have a genuine fear
He finna get fucked.
of dogs and are more likely to get scared and flee.
Troop 3, where's the dog at? I might have him behind one house to the north of where the vehicle is. Hard to tell right now.
Brass in the tree?
Somebody or the canine to go check it.
The 45-minute manhunt came to an end shortly after, and with no casualties or injuries sustained. The suspect was brought out of his admittedly poor hiding place and arrested without further issue. The driver's name was never given, only that he was 23 years of age. The name and age of the passenger of the Hellcat were never disclosed. The car was taken away to the impound yard, and the driver was taken to Genesee County Jail, where he would be charged with fleeing and eluding police, both of which were felony offenses. It's unclear.
Damn! Finna impound that Hellcat, bro. No way, bro. No way. No way. I don't know, bro. That was me, bro. I would've kept going in the Hellcat, bro. Bro, his ass, what the fuck? Why the hell would you go inside of a damn house? You got a whole Hellcat. You know you just ran from the police. Man, what? Man, I would've got ghost on their ass. Bro, I would've ran because that bitch didn't have no more damn. Man, what the fuck? I would've got ghost on their ass, bro. That's just me, though.